Hello there! In this video, we are going to solve problems involving simple interest. Number 1. A bank offers 1.5% annual simple interest rate for a particular deposit. How much interest will be earned if 1 million pesos is deposited in the savings account for 1 year? First thing that we have to do is to lay out all of our given. We have here 1.5% rate. This is our R, 1.5%. Remember to always convert your rate into decimal first, so we have to divide it by 100. This will give us 0.015. Next is how much interest will be earned, so we are now looking for the simple interest. Next is if 1 million pesos is deposited. Now this amount is our principal amount. Next is for 1 year. This will be the value of our time. No need to convert because it's already in years. Since we already have all of the given, we can now proceed on solving for our simple interest. Remember that our formula for this is P times R times time. We'll simply have to substitute all of the values here. 1 million times 0.015 times 1. This will give us a product of 15,000 pesos. Now this is our final answer. As simple as that. Number 2. When invested at an annual interest rate of 7%, the amount earned 11,200 of simple interest in 2.5 years. How much money was originally invested? Again, we have to lay out all of our given first before we proceed answering. Rate of 7%. Since this is in percentage, we have to convert it by dividing it to 100. This will give us a quotient of 0.07. Now let's proceed with the next statement. The amount earned 11,200. This signifies our simple interest. So this is IS equals 11,200. Next is 2.5 years. This signifies our time. Now the question is, how much money was originally invested? So we are looking here for the principal amount. Remember that we don't have here a formula in getting our principal. So we have again to convert using triangle method. Remember that our simple interest is equal to P times R times time. We have here our triangle method. So the one on top is the simple interest. Remember that we have to isolate P in one side. So we'll have here R and T on the other side. As you can see, our formula in getting the principal is simple interest over R times T. Let's now proceed to substituting our given values. Our simple interest is 11,200. Our rate is 0.07. Our time is 2.5. This will give us 64,000 pesos. Therefore, this is the original money invested in the bank. Number 3. Ricky borrowed 25,000 pesos and paid 1,250 pesos interest for 6 months. What was the rate of interest? Let's lay out first our given. 25,000 pesos is the principal amount. So we have here P is equal to 25,000. Paid 1,250. This is our simple interest. And it was paid for 6 months. So 6 months here is our time. Since it's still in months, we have to convert it into years by dividing it by 12. This will give us 0.5 years. And now we will be looking for the rate of interest or R. Remember that we don't have a formula in getting our rate. Therefore, we will be using here again the triangle method using the formula simple interest is equal to PRT. Remember to place the simple interest on top and isolate R on one side. Therefore, we have here P times T on the other side. Looking at this, our formula for getting the rate is simple interest divided by P times T. It's now time to substitute values. Our simple interest is 1,250, our principal is 25,000, and our time is 0.5. This will give us a rate of 0.1. Or we can convert this into percentage by multiplying it to 100. This will give us 10%. Therefore, this is the rate of interest. Number 4. How long in years will it take for 17,300 to amount to 20,000 at 11.25% simple interest? Again, let's lay out our given. We are looking for time. Now, since 17,300 is our original amount, this will be our principal, and 20,000 is our future value. Now, 11.25% is our rate. So, since this is in percentage, we will be converting it into decimal by dividing this by 100. This will give us 0.1125. Let us now solve for our time. Remember that we don't have a formula for our time, so we'll do again triangle method. Remember to place our simple interest on top and isolate T on one side. Therefore, P and R will be on the other side. Our formula for time will be simple interest over P times R. It's now time to substitute. However, there is no value for our simple interest. We only have here the principal and the future value. But remember that the simple interest is what we are going to add to our principal amount to get our future value. Therefore, to get our simple interest, we'll simply have to subtract our future value, 20,000, to our principal amount, which is 17,300. This will give us 2,700 simple interest. And this is what we are going to substitute here to get our time. So we have here 2,700 simple interest divided by our principal is 17,300 multiplied to our rate, which is 0.1125. Using our calculator, this will give us 1.39, and then the unit should be in years. That is all for today. Thank you and see you on our next video lesson.